This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
14 yards. First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
It's a gain of
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the gun, Locke. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there. He's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. 3 buds. Mike 22.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
I'm going back to you. 48 Mike.
From the gun, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability, and this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. In on the stop, Damontae Kazee.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 39 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Caught left side. Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take him the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside. Then
wide open, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
H3-2-18. Chopper.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Go.
Locke off a play action. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, but it'll be second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Mike 22. Mike 22. Let's go one more.
A final shot before half for Locke. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
General, West. Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
McManus lining up for
and a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. They go play action with Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Ravens 35, Broncos 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Exit. I'm coming after you. Mike 22, Mike 22. That's right, baby.
From the gun, Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
To Jerry Jeudy. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Mike 22, Mike 22. Echo. Push him back. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
21-yard line.
90. Pull. 6 man. Check curls.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 9.
Down. And Lobo. Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From the gun, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Broncos 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about...
He's got a man, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
39-yard gain on the play.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Lazard. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Being chased out left. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go down at the 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Broncos 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Stay with me. Ready.
From the gun, Locke. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
flag on the play.
Yeah.